Hello viewers. Hello viewers. My name is Dr. Vijayakumar, Assistant Professor of Statistics, St. Joseph College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Cuddalore. Today my topic correlation analysis. The subject is business statistical methods. Subject code is 21ABS22 Unit 4. What is correlation? Correlation is relationship between two or more variables and a coefficient of variation. That is called a correlation. Some key concept of the correlation, type of the correlation, method of studying correlation, scatter diagram, curl Pearson coefficient of correlation, Spearman correlation, rank correlation coefficient, method of least square. This is for there are some factors is the method of studying correlation is there. So what is correlation? The degree of relationship between the variables under consideration is measured through the correlation analysis. The measure of correlation called the correlation coefficient. The degree of relationship is expressed by the coefficient which rank from the correlation negative, less than, correlation greater than, that is equal, positive correlation. The direction of the change in the individual indicate by the sign. The correlation analysis enable us to have an idea about this degree and direction of this relationship between the two variables under study. The correlation is a statistical tool that help the measure and analysis the degree of relationship between the two variables. Correlation analysis deal with the association between the two or more variables. Correlation causatians. The causatians means causes and effect relationship. The correlation denoted the interdependence among these variables or correlating two phenomena. It is essential that these two phenomena should have causes affect the relationship, and if such relationship does not exist, then these two phenomena cannot be correlated. If two variables vary in such a way that the movement in one are accompanied by movements in others, thus variables are called causes and effect relationships. The causation analysis implies the correlation but the relationship. Correlation does not necessarily implies causations. First one is type of correlation. Type 1 correlation, there are two types is there, positive correlation and a negative correlation, and one more is or zero correlation. The type of correlation, type 1, positive correlation and negative correlation. Positive correlation is said to be positive correlation if the value of two variables change in with same direction, that is publication and sales height and weight. Negative correlation, the correlation is said to be Negative correlation when this value of variable change with the opposite direction. Example, price and quantity, demand. Direction of this correlation. Positive correlation, variable change in the same direction as x is a increase, y is a increase, and x is a decrease and y is a decrease. Some example, as height increase, so does not weight. Negative relationship, variable change in this opposite direction, x is increase and y is decrease. Y as x is decrease, y is increase. Example, as TV time increase, grades decrease. More example, positive relationship, water consumption and temperature. The negative relationship, alcohol consumption and drive abilities. Positive relationship, study time and crosses. Negative relationship, price and quantity demands. Type of the correlation, type 2. Correlation is two methods, is simple and multiple. So multiple is the two methods, is partial and total. The method of the studying correlation, scatter diagram method and graphical methods, Curl Pearson coefficient of correlation and the methods of least square. Now I am taking for this method of studying correlation. This is for a type of the correlation, type 3. Linear correlation is said to be linear when this amount of the change in one variable tends to bear a constant ratio to this amount of the change in this others. The graph of this variable having the linear relationship will form a straight line. Some example, x is a value is there and y is value there. You have to add 3 plus 2x. This is for one variable, you had a dependent variable. Another one is the non-linear correlation. The correlation would be non-linear if the amount of the change in one variable does not bear a constant ratio to the amount of change in this other variable. Type of correlation, type 2. Simple correlation. Under simple correlation problems, there are only two variables are studied. Multiple correlation, under multiple correlation, 3 or more than 3 variables are studied. This is for the example, QD, that is equal function of 3 variables, variety of functions. The partial correlation analysis recognized more than 2 variables but consider only the variable keep in this other constants. Total correlation is based on this all the relationship based on variables, which is normally not facilities. Type of correlation, type 2, 3. There are two correlation, is the linear correlation and non-linear correlation. Method of studying correlation, scatter diagram, graphical methods, graphical Curl Pearson coefficient of correlation, and methods of least square. Scatter diagram methods. Scatter diagram is a graphical of observation, plotted points whether each points represent the value of the x and y as a coordinate. If portray the relationship between these two variable graphically. A perfect positive correlation, the weight of the B and weight of the A. The perfect positive correlation, a linear relationship is height A and height B we had to height and weight is a straight line. This is for the perfect positive correlation, and the height decrease of positive correlation, degree of the positive correlation. This is height and weight is a straight line of this high growth of this, or that is equal positive correlation 0.80. The degree of correlation, the moderate positive correlation, we have to show size and weight. These offers a lot of values, degrees of here, so r that is equal to 0.4. Some points will be the touch with these values. The r that is equal positive 0.4. The degree of correlation, perfect negative correlation, this is opposite direction. TV watch per week, exam scores is very low, or that is equal minus 1.0. The degree of the correlation, moderate negative correlation, the exam score is minus 0.80. This is for the weak negative correlation, show size weight, or that is minus 0.2. The no correlation horizontal line, IQ highs, the moderate of the IQ and high is there. The direct of the correlation, positive correlation, positive relationship variable change in the same direction, x increase or decrease, increases, x also decrease also, height increase or the weight as they indicate the by sign is plus or minus. The negative correlation, it is also same. The advantage of this curtain diagram, simple and non-mathematical method, not influenced by the size of the extreme items. The first steps in this investing the relationship between the two variables, cannot be adopted the exact degree of correlation. The Pearson coefficient of correlation, the coefficient of correlation, Pearson coefficient of correlation denoted by or minus 1 less than or greater than that is equal plus 1. The degrees of correlation is expressed by this value of coefficient. Direction of the change is indicated by the sign, minus sign and a positive sign. Some example, and suppose the r equals 0.6 or that is equal to 0.8. Yes, does not means that the first correlation is twice as strong as the second, or can be ensured by this computing this value of the r square. So r square value is my equation 1 and 2. We have to simplify this value. This implies that this first case 36% of this total variation is the explains whether is second case of the 9% of this total variation of the explains. Thank you very much. Subscribe and like, forward it my topics. Thank you viewers. Thank you very much.